on our way back to that area where we are going to actually attempt to staircase our way up to that treasure hut over on that wooded island. And it looks like this island is going to be filled pretty much to the brim with diamonds, which is going to be great for us because we can use this reliably as a resource as far as acquiring diamonds goes. And it looks like there's actually some coal over here too, which is also just fantastic. The more resources, the better for us at this point, because, I mean, yeah, we are pretty advanced as far as our actual tools that we have in hand goes. And yes, we actually do have a little bit of a stockpile of diamonds, but we're a little bit, we are a little bit skimpy in the way of basic necessities as far as coal goes for torches and for smelting things and that, in that sort of regard. We are a little bit, I would say, behind at this point in the game when we are already bridging around all these distant islands and Skylands and everything. We should be sitting comfortably with coal and all those basic necessities, and especially food, but we aren't, which is actually pretty concerning. But while we're over here, I'm going to take the opportunity that we have to actually go and try and get that second treasure hut without delaying it too much to try and set up a farm, just because I think if we go out and grab these treasure huts, we'll have those. We won't need to be worrying about that. We'll have had our little bit of adventure, and I think we'll be ready to settle down a little bit and see if we can't get some animals breeding, some crops growing, that sort of thing, you know what I mean? And if you don't know what I mean, well, that sucks to be you, I guess, whatever. So I'm actually pretty comfortable with the 19 diamonds. That's quite a few diamonds, if I do say so myself. But, I mean, if we look around out here, I'm sure there's more diamonds somewhere. But I'm not all too interested in actually getting them right now, mainly because of the fact that we already have, 19 here, and I think another 15 back at the home. So just on the way back over, I think I'm going to just grab some miscellaneous, not miscellaneous blocks, but just grab some blocks. Hopefully on the way over, just here and there we'll mine some blocks, and it'll eventually add up to be quite a few blocks where we'll actually have enough to staircase up to that new island without ever having to turn back and grab some more blocks. That'd be ideal. If it doesn't happen that way, well, I guess what can you do? You go back and get more blocks. Other than that, just hope that we have enough by the time we get over there. And also, like I was talking about, as far as having a ready supply of arrows goes, I mean, yeah, we have got 15, and, we've just kind of killed a few skeletons, but 15 arrows will go pretty fast when you're just kind of shooting, and that skeleton over there makes me uncomfortable, so we're going to actually try and get rid of him here. There we go, that's good. And I'm loving this power 3 bow. I'm actually going to be really tempted to see if we can't find a plethora of iron and try and repair it. That way I don't have to worry about getting the experience needed to actually enchant one of my own. So I think in this instance, it would actually be better to expend the actually, does it? I think it actually does require experience to repair the bow. But as far as the power 3 goes, I don't know how many times I'd actually have to attempt to enchant a bow to get that power 3 enchantment on it. So I think it's going to be in our best interest to try and repair this as opposed to enchant a new bow. And staircase, I think we're going to start our staircase right here, as strange as that may seem, and I realize that we are not going to have even close to enough blocks to make it to that island at this point in time, but not even close. But honestly, I just want to get up in the air as fast as we can in order to try and evade all of the hostile mobs that will be spawning down here in a relatively short amount of time. And thus lighting up the staircase behind us to kind of slow their spawning or prevent their spawning behind us, so that the staircase is a relatively safe haven for us to kind of chill at while we wait for the night to pass. And if it isn't, well, we can always run down, hope for the best, and if we lose 19... Oh shit, I was going to go put the diamonds in the hut. Well, I guess that plan kind of fell through the cracks, but a lot of things fall through the cracks when it comes to Minecraft, just kind of flying by the seat of your pants. Rolling with the punches, whatever other cliche saying you could come up with for this instance. And actually, I think my plan as far as getting to that island goes, I know I'm not really headed in the correct direction per se, right? Again, per se. I know I'm not necessarily headed in the right direction as far as getting to to the closest point of that island goes. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get up to the level of the island, and then we can just do our best to just make a flat bridge over to the island. I think we'll have a little bit better control as far as where we hit land then at that point goes. It'll just be a little bit easier for us than trying to make some weird diagonal staircase. And it'll make it a little bit safer to actually traverse the staircase. That way, just because it'll be less twisty, turny, kind of random. It'll have a more uniform shape, and it'll be easier for us to actually navigate it. So that's kind of my thought plan, or my thought process there, I guess you could say. And that is a very nasty looking area. It's just like this yellow, like torch lit kind of. Yeah. So we got a ways to go before we even actually get to the level of the island, and it'll take quite a few more blocks to actually get over to the island, even on that flat plane. So, and I know this isn't the most efficient way to get to the island, but like I said, as far as safety concerns go, I think this will be our best bet. And just like utility, like say one day we want to have like a minecart system, like that, it would be better for it to just be a straight shot than it would be to have some like I said, weird diagonals kind of system thing of uncertainty. And I think, I think I'm going to just throw continuity into the wind here, and we're going to go with as many blocks as we have. We're just going to get as far as we possibly can, even if it is cobblestone, even if it will get blown up by a creeper. Douchebag Enderman strikes again. He probably killed himself, too. He took the block and took himself out while taking that block. Sucks to be a thief, doesn't it, Mr. Enderman? Maybe it'll teach you. You'll see the error of your ways. And actually, that's a really tempting proposition to actually aim for that cave there and see if it will lead us up to the surface. So I think I'm actually going to invest in that. So we'll take back these blocks here pretty quick, because I'm pretty sure that put us just a little bit too high as far as getting into that cave goes. And it'll save us a few blocks as far as having to staircase goes. So I think that'll be a beneficial thing for us to do here in this situation. And I don't know if you could tell. I mean, I'm sure you can, because, shit. But I'm trying to play a little bit more analytically here, because especially towards the beginning of the recording, I got killed repeatedly, and it was, just frankly annoying. And it really just kind of hindered the progress of the series. And not that I don't like this series, I think a reasonable goal is to just knock the series out and get it done and completed as fast as we can in an efficient and fun way. So, I mean, yeah, whatever, great, it's like a fun series, but I don't think it needs to be drug on for, a ridiculous amount of time. And man, I hate skeletons. I think they're going to be my new least favorite mob here, just because of the fact that they are so damaging and taxing on the hunger system. And I'm actually going to run for my... Wow. Hopefully we're able to fend... Yep, okay, I saw that coming. Looks like things aren't really going our way as far as combat goes in that department, but, I mean, whatever. And I feel pretty comfortable with that. We've got, we've got a couple minutes to really get back there. And we're not too far away from home, per se. Shh. It's all going to be okay. But I will actually have the foresight to take a piece of bread with me this time around. I know it's only going to give me about two hunger thingy-majiggers, as it were. But actually I can craft another piece of bread here. Oh, happy day. But I'm going to be heading out pretty quick here, just because I am getting a little bit concerned about the despawn time. I'll take 5 pieces of this rotten flesh, and I actually will take the golden apples with me, just as far as hunger goes. Because I really do want to get to that island and get that treasure hut, so I think I'm in it for the long haul at this point. And I am going to keep the golden apples on my hot bar because it does give that little regeneration buff as well as the hunger replenished, and I think that'll be beneficial if we really do find ourselves in a tight spot. And that is a shitload of skeletons and creepers. Good times all around, and we'll just sprint and not stop sprinting until we stop hearing the hissing and the skeletons are out of range. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, congratulations to my past self for having the foresight to actually light up this bridge. So that was a good thing to do, because that prevents skeletons, spiders, and other nasties from spawning on that bridge and absolutely destroying us as we attempt to make our way back to our death point. But I think we should be... Shit. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. A little bit of fancy combat and maneuvering going on there, I guess. Whatever. What can you do? Just keep pressing onwards. And there's our staircase, which means our death point should be right over here somewhere. I want to say. There's a douchebag skeleton and a douchebag creeper and a bunch of douchebag things. So I actually will chug this gold. Fuck me. Okay, this is not going as well as I had anticipated, so we are going to head straight out once more and just try and sprint back there as fast as we can, because I am definitely worried now about our things despawning. And I'm also a little worried because I don't know if the creeper actually blew up our things. I know the zombie killed us in that hole. He flopped down into that hole with us, which made things a little bit awkward for us. I'm not going to be all too concerned about things like that going on behind us right now. I'm just going to keep sprinting. Hopefully my health is able to regenerate itself to an acceptable level here by the time we get, I don't know, to the top of the staircase. But things are not going the way we had necessarily planned at this point, just because there are so many monsters out there. And mobs or hostile, whatever you want to call them, I don't care. But there are a lot of them, and they are not nice. I will give them that. And hopefully we're able to keep dodging these skeletons here, as we've been able to do pretty luckily for this past little bit here. Also luckily for us, there aren't any skeletons on these neighboring islands, so that makes our life a little bit easier. And I think I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. We're actually going to hop across here. I regret absolutely nothing. I regret absolutely nothing. Okay, I kind of regret this. I definitely regret this. I definitely regret this. Why am I not just doing this? Oh, that's why I'm not doing that. That's why. I regret everything at this point in time. I really did not have the foresight, I guess, to see that was going to go poorly. And now I don't have any hunger either, but it is turning daylight, so I think that's our kind of one saving grace in this situation here. And let's see if we can... Shit. Okay, well, things aren't really going very well, as you can see. Obviously, I mean, if you thought things were going well, then I don't know where you've been living, because you obviously haven't been an avid watcher of any Minecraft series or a player yourself, because if you know anything about Minecraft, you know things aren't going very well for me right now, and well, that's unfortunate. Whatever, we all have our bad days. And I think that's actually the island we're trying to get to. I didn't realize it was so close. But I will suck up this dirt quick, just because, well, you never know. Dirt can come in handy sometimes as far as gardening and stuff goes, and even making a makeshift bridge or a little makeshift cover to a hole you're trapped in so that mobs can't come in and kill you, as they did to me earlier. So it's a little bit unfortunate. And I will have to clear the gravel off of this bridge at some point. I do need to remember to do that, because it is getting a little bit annoying having to hop around it every time I do have to come up this bridge here. And even if our first set of items has disappeared, I'm not going to be overtly concerned about that. The diamonds, we found all 19 of those diamonds in one vein, so that leads me to believe that the veins of diamonds that we do see around are going to be pretty large. So I'm not necessarily concerned about replacing the diamonds we lost, the diamond tools that we lost, whatever. The blocks that we had on us, we used and invested in that staircase, actually, so that's not really a relevant issue. And I thought, okay, wow, actually, our things are still here, so that is very beneficial for us, because... well, like I said before, just resources that we have to replace are resources you have to replace, and that's time you have to spend. And we actually did manage to recover everything that we did lose. I'm going to quick chug... I don't know why I said chug. Really, spider? I'll use the pick to kill this spider, because I honestly don't really care about durability as far as things like that goes. But we did recover everything, which, like I said, is a very good thing. That saves us some grief in the way of time expenditure goes. But we got our moss stone there, which we're going to be mining more of here in a couple seconds. We've got our torches. We'll leave that there. Food we're going to throw towards the end here. And wow, we've got quite a bit of zombie flesh, so we'll put that at the end. Spider eyes, we're not going to actually try and consume those at all, so I think we can leave those there. Sand and dirt, I don't foresee us really needing to use those, seeing as how we will be mining some of this stuff here. So we will have blocks available. So therefore I'll put the arrows at